DEVOID. Jeremy Clarkson breaks silence on Sussexes' vile plot behind $18 million Spotify deal's existence. Jeremy Clarkson has taken a swipe at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, calling them less interesting than Joe Rogan, who he claims to have never heard of. The Grand Tour presenter Jeremy Clarkson has hit out at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry once again, branding them less interesting than US comedian and presenter Joe Rogan. The Clarkson's farm star, 61, made the comments in his weekly column, which saw him take a swipe at the $18 million the Sussexes have raked in for their podcast deal, compared to the amount trousered by Rogan, which is over 5.5 times bigger. Writing in his column, Jeremy took a swipe at the couple after comparing their podcast earnings to that of UFC commentator Rogan, who he claims to have never heard of. The Top Gear star wrote in The Sun, "I learned this week that a man called Joe Rogan, who I've never heard of, has trousered $100 million after selling tape recordings of himself talking to people." He went on to compare the comedian's whopping $100 million to that of Harry and Meghan's $18 million Spotify deal. Jeremy commented that Harry and Meghan, who like to think of themselves as the biggest stars in the world, are selling tape recordings of themselves talking for just $18 million. Which means they are actually 5.55 times less interesting than someone I've never heard of, he finished. It's because Spotify has removed Neil Young's music from its streaming site, after the Canadian singer insisted that they download his music as they continue to host Joe Rogan's podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. The comedian Joe's podcast is thought to be downloaded 200 million times a month, and has apparently signed the sports broadcast for £75 million. The car fanatic's comments come days after it was revealed that Spotify is hiring in-house producers to help deliver on the $18 million deal with Harry and Meghan after they only produced one podcast episode. The streaming platform is now taking things into their own hands after little content emerged from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Harry and Meghan released their Archie podcast episode more than a year ago in December 2020. Jeremy's comments come months after he claimed that Harry and Meghan's Netflix deal would produce drivel. The Sussexes struck a deal with Netflix after they quit their royal duties and moved to California last year. As part of their deal with the streaming giant, the couple planned to make documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted shows, and children's programming. Addressing the deal, Clarkson responded, "They will be drivel. £100 million to make shows and films that inform and give hope? Kill me. I'd be much better making their programs, as I don't give a st about anything they give a st about. Just awful." Titled Pearl, the new animation series will center on the adventures of a 12-year-old girl who is inspired by a variety of influential women from history. The series will be produced by Meghan, and she said in a statement that she is thrilled that Archie Productions will bring you this new animated series, which celebrates extraordinary women throughout history. Jeremy Clarkson also took aim at Meghan Markle as the very first thing on the agenda on his new TV show. Calling it the Festival of Tears, he tore into the broadcast as the opening item on the show. He told viewers, Meghan Markle was interviewed by Oprah Winfrey. There was a moment where Meghan Markle seemed, how can I put this politely, to break wind. Jeremy then played the clip of the offending noise, saying, "Sorry, can we just hear that again?" Referring to Piers Morgan's belief that Meghan wasn't telling the truth during the grilling, he added, "It really does sound like Piers had a point. Her pants really were on fire." However, he added, "Now I've had a note here from the legal department at ITV. They want it to be made plain that that was not a fart. I have no idea how they know that, but they want me to make it clear that the fart noise probably came out of Oprah's mouth. The fart